I just want to say our God is an awesome God, man. Oh, brother, God is great, man. God is real. Now I'm not even a religious person, but man, the Patriots dynasty appears to be over. Is that what it's coming to? The Titans have ended the Patriots' little run. Is this where Brady leaves and then they just go into full desperation mode? They scrap just to be maybe the second seed in the AFC East. Is that possible? I'm not gonna say yeah right now because it seems like well, I'm not gonna say the Patriots could just plug in anybody because I think they put in Stidham for like a short stint this year and he like complete garbage. I think it was against the Jets. I think while they were blowing them out, he couldn't even do anything against the Jets in a blowout. So I don't think the Patriots have much faith in him. And right now, the way it's looking with their weapons, I don't think I highly doubt they want to go to a guy that's not really established or doesn't have high upside. So, um, yeah, the Patriots lost today. The first time they lost they didn't make it to the divisional round since 2009, actually. So, pretty impressive streak the Patriots were on. Uh, I will say, man, Derrick Henry, that's a grown ass man right there. That is a grown man right there. 34 carries. How many times have we? I want to know what's the most carries in a game for any NFL running back in the last 10 years. What's the most carries that running back has had in the game? I'm willing to bet nobody has had over 35 carries. And I'm guessing if anybody did have that amount of carries, it probably had to be Derrick Henry. Because we've seen him on these type of runs. Like last year, he went on to end the regular season. He went on a crazy run. This year, he turned up towards the end of the season again and was able to steal the rushing title. So that dude is a workhorse. And I think even in college, he had a game. I don't remember who it was against, but I know there was it LSU where Derrick Henry had like a 45 carry game. This was a college game. I think he had like 45 carries, 45, 48 carries or something crazy like that. So this guy is definitely a workhorse. I don't even know his build right now. How tall is that? 6'3", 247. And I'm willing to bet that I think he runs like if I had to guess, he runs anywhere from like a 4.45 to a 4.5. So that dude is a freak. Um, and he really just worked the Patriots, man. Let me see the time of possession. I would love to see that because when you run the ball 34 times with your running back, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it was actually pretty even for the most part. They only beat the Patriots by 3 minutes in the time of possession game. So that he it's not even like he completely took the game away from them. How many possessions did each team have? Total drives 9-11. Okay, that's a decent amount. But I want to say, man, Tom Brady didn't look completely himself. He doesn't really have the weapons to say. There were a few throws that I'm not gonna put everything on Brady because there were a few drops. Like I can remember the one to was it Ben Watson and I think Logan Ryan dropped the pick six. That was a drop, but honestly, that could go either on Brady or Ben Watson. I'm probably gonna lean more towards Ben Watson because, just because it hit both hands, but there was some miscommunication because he tried to stop, and Brady tried to lead him up the field. So I think that kind of threw him off, and Logan Ryan ended up dropping the pick after he dropped the ball. Then there was a pass. Maybe it was a pass. Maybe like one toward at the line of scrimmage. Maybe to Neil Harry. Harry say his goddamn name? Neil Harry. And that might have only went for maybe like 2-3 yards if he would have dragged the tackle or if he broke it, then maybe it would have went for more. But I don't think he was getting more than 3 yards on that, so I'm not really gonna kill him for that drop. Then there was a Julian Edelman drop. I think it was either the third. I'm almost positive it was the fourth quarter or probably like probably like 7-8 minutes left or something like that in the game. I think it was actually less than that. And Edelman dropped. I think it was a second and six pass or something like that. He dropped it, and then they had to punt the ball. Actually, yeah, that was definitely the fourth quarter he had a drop. So I can only really think of three drops in this game. So you can let's say we take that away. We'll make Brady 23 for let's say for 34. Is that any much better? I guess you could say so. The only reason why I'm saying four because maybe he doesn't throw as many passes if Edelman catches the ball there, or can nail Harry, or Ben Watson doesn't drop the ball. So as far as that goes, yeah, I still don't think Brady played his best game. The run game was pretty efficient early. Sony Michel got going early. I felt like he had all these yards in the first half. I don't remember him doing much in the second half. The Patriots, of course, we all know their game plan. Like, I'm getting tired of it. I don't even know how this works against teams, but they literally sprinkle in a few runs. They throw the screen pass to the running back. They throw a little 5-10 yard either out route or crossing route to Julian Edelman, and then it hits you with a trick play maybe 2 or 3 times a game. Like, that's really their game plan. Like, you can really stop it. It's so predictable. And now that they don't have the elite athletes, they don't have a bailout. That's the thing now. They don't have the bailout player, which was Gronk, and that's kind of what Brady's missing. And their O line is not spectacular no more. I think they ranked. Skip Bayless's been saying this, so I'm just gonna go with it and say that like it's law or fact. The Patriots had the 14th best pass blocking line, offensive line. So I mean that's middle of the pack. It's not terrible, but it's not great. We seen Brady behind elite offensive linemen in years past. So and this was when he was actually in his prime. I think he's definitely took a dramatic drop. It's not to the point where I'll even say I'm not gonna say he's not like a top 15 quarterback or anything like that, but he's just not the same anymore. So, and of course he's not athletic. Like the way the game is changing now, all these quarterbacks are moving around. You don't even need an elite offensive line in this era where you got all these mobile quarterbacks. So Brady's one of those pure pocket guys, like a Drew Brees, like a who else? Even a Phillip Rivers, who we see his game, terrible. He sucks. I'm a Broncos fan, so I just got to throw that out there. But yeah, so we can't expect too much for Brady, especially if he doesn't have an elite offensive line, elite wide receivers, tight ends, running backs. He needs all those at this age. And after the game, he said some interesting things. I kind of want to find the quote. I don't want to get hit with the copyright, but I'm almost positive. In his presser, he pretty much said it's unlikely. Okay, we got the thing right here. He's unlikely to retire, but he also said he doesn't know if he's coming back to the Patriots as well. So, that's interesting words right there. Now, I believe him when he says that he's not going to retire, but I'm not quite sure if I believe him when he says he doesn't know if he's going to come back to the Patriots. I think that's all a bluff right there to get those guys, the front office, to get him some elite weapons, because honestly, they were some elite weapons in a elite offensive line. I mean, every team, you can say that for any team. Oh, we're elite quarterback, we're elite offensive line, we're elite blah 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 from making the playoffs or winning the Super Bowl. So, but in this case, he was maybe some elite weapons away from, or at least one elite offensive weapon from from beating the Titans. That probably changes the game for him, or just having a bailout receiver or something like that from being a Titan. So, I'm the biggest Patriots hater in the world, but I don't want to say that their dynasty is completely over, just because if they end up getting like Odell, or AB gets his stuff together and he learns how to chill out on the social media and control his emotions, then maybe this team can be back at it again next year. But as of right now, I'm not trying to even guess that. So I would say their dynasty is over, just because I'm a hater. But I still think these guys can be competitive. I don't think they're just gonna completely collapse. Like, I'm a Spurs fan, and I can tell you right now, our dynasty is definitely over. But have we completely fallen off a hill? Kind of, but not really. Like, we're still the 8th seed in the West, even though we have a losing record. But we're still in the playoff hunt, which is all you can really ask for at this point. 20 years of making the playoffs. I haven't missed the playoffs in 20 years. You know how crazy that is? That's elite, and that's the type of streak that the Patriots have missed the playoff, but that's when Brady was injured. But these guys have been consistently good for multiple decades. So, um, I'm not gonna completely write them off, but I'm not. I do not think they're. I do not think they're gonna be great. I just think they'll be competitive. So, take that for what it's worth. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Support the channel, man. Them thumbs up. I really appreciate if you guys hit them thumbs up. Show some love there. So, with that being said, I'm out.